Hello kids, this is Grutle Kjellson from Enslaved. You're listening to What's Metal.
Guten Tag, this is Ivar from Enslaved. You're listening to What's Metal.
So when I got it right, this is the first day of the European tour for Ruun. So I think this is some kind of a startup show. So what are your expectations for this? What were your expectations for this show? Was they fulfilled? What would you think?
Well, it was the first show ever in Ireland, so we were actually not expecting so many people to show up because we've never been here before. So it was actually very surprisingly good. And we made one of our best opening shows ever, I think. You know, the first show was always shitty, you know, on the tour, but this time it was really good, we think, you know, compared to the other opening shows. So we're really satisfied.
So when you say that usually your opening shows are a bit shitty, is there a certain way how you prepare for tours? Do you rehearse a lot before? Are you, I don't know, like doing some kind of training for choreography or like trying to play together with the video stuff that you have going on in the background and things like that?
No, I think, you know, we prepare probably a lot like other bands, rehearse a lot and everything, but I think the reason for this opening was so good is that the lineup now and the way Enslaved is live is actually a lot better than it's ever been before. The motivation is so high in the band that now it's gone. Also, it's a bit of, you know, due to experience and everything that I think back in the 90s, like you told us, you saw us in 95. Back then it was, you would work really hard just to, you know, to make the songs work and everything. Now it's also a bit more of a mental thing. We're more prepared, we're more self-confident, and yeah, it's. I think the main job that we've done before this tour is a mental one.
Don't you sometimes then have the feeling that your show is somehow a little bit like cut into pieces? Because like I would say that the early material differs quite a lot from what you're composing nowadays. Yeah. So is that sometimes problematic to let it to give the show a certain flow?
No, not really, because we are choosing the old songs with that fit into our new style of playing. You know, we take old songs with a kind of groove. You know, we choose songs from that aspect. This time we have cut quite a few albums in between, and we are playing extremely old shit and and new things, you know. So there's nothing from Bluehem, there's nothing from Mardrøm, there's one song from Monumention, there's no songs from Below the Lights.
For me, it's very important that I want to welcome people to the show that that say that we like only Frost or Eld. You know, this is our favorite albums. They like let's say the more black metal oriented sound of Enslaved. We want to respect them and welcome them to the show, and also the people who are only got into the band for 2-3 years. Yeah. It's finding that balance, and it's getting better every tour because we are learning more about, you know, our own set and the crowd every time.
I think at the moment Enslaved actually is a band that is really very very much loved actually by reviewers and magazines and on the internet and so on. So actually I thought already that it probably might come to the stage where actually there are so high expectations that probably you could like release whatever album you want. You will always get like good criticism. So is that some kind of danger as well? You know, like in death metal, for example, a band like Opeth would suffer the same. Yeah. So when it comes to more like extreme, or let's say black metal, Viking metal oriented stuff, with an avant-garde edge, you would probably be in a similar position. So is that somehow dangerous?
Yes. It's expectations is it can be used for two very opposite purposes. It can be like a pillow, and then you're fucked. If you start thinking, you know, wow, we're very clever, and, you know, just do something like last time, or you do something unexpected and blah blah blah, and everybody will give you criticism. And it's, I have to admit, you know, it's fantastic when you release an album and you open a magazine you like, or a newspaper or whatever, and they give you good criticism. You feel like, whoa, like a king. But you should enjoy that, and you should enjoy the fruits of your labor, or what the expression is. But then you have to, after 10 minutes, you have to set the alarm. After 10 minutes, snap out of it, and then you have to start working again. Because that just proves the point. And like tonight, like in Ireland, you meet people and they come over, and some of them's been into the band since '95 and everything, and that should just remind you to keep going on that. You know, if critics like it, it's cool, but it's even more important that you kind of the band itself, that we feel that we've done the best we can all the time.
It's important to play the songs live as well, you know.
Yeah.
You don't prove anything by releasing an album, I think.
Not anymore.
No.
So yeah, you achieved a lot already with the band, I would say. Let's say, like leaving your mark in extreme musical history. So where do you see the band in 5 to 10 years? Is there some kind of an aim that you are going for? Is there some kind of thing that you want to achieve in the future?
That's the funny part of it, actually, because we don't. You know? we are continuing surprising ourselves, actually, with the directions we take. We never know ourselves, actually. That's a good thing about it. You know?
It's been a bit of a strange year. We had a 15-year anniversary this year, and we had a big party in our hometown with friends from all over the world, and had a big party. But when we thought about it, it's kind of strange, like 15 years, and it just proves it's not a project in our lives. It is our lives, you know, the whole band thing. So in 5-10 years, I think we're going to be still doing it. It's going to sound better or anything. But, you know, if that means we're going to go in a more obscure direction and be more a band that people have to search for to find, or if it's, you know, a big thing or never. You never know. It's so many factors. It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't. The music matters. So.
Yeah.